Good morning. How are we? It is Monday. We all love Mondays around here. Wife, if you're here for that one thing we were talking about, it's not going to happen today. It's probably going to happen Friday. So there you go. Change of plans. Change of plans. It has been a wild weekend. Wild weekend. A lot of things going on. A lot of shit going on. Yeah, I know. It didn't work out today. We have something to do on Friday, so it works out. Every day this week is just touch and go. So anyhow. All right. We'll see you later then. Bye-bye. There's not enough people here to do that. That's the problem. Whenever I do anything like immediately into stream, everybody misses it. Everybody misses it. So I gotta wait until there's a day where I know everybody's gonna be here, and I'll be here at a certain time, and then we can do that, and it'll be fun. I promise. So anyhow, where was I? Friday, the wife and I went out for a belated birthday day, I guess you'd say, birthday date day, I guess you'd say. Good times. We had a blast. So that's why I wasn't here. If you guys aren't in Discord, you didn't know. That's why I wasn't around on Friday. We had a very, very, very good time. I forgot to put the pictures in Discord over the weekend, so I will do that. But we went to a bigger mall that hasn't shut down yet. There's an aquarium there that we wanted to go to that we wanted to go do a little return visit to, and because we haven't been there in like 10 years. And there was a lot of cool stores in there. The wife actually there was a Michael Kors store in there. Wife got herself some purses. I got me some jeans over in Nautica. It's nice. It's nice seeing these stores. You don't ever see these stores, especially where we live. So we had a great time down there. Then we ended up at a brewery. Then we went home and we drank some more. And yeah, it was a great weekend. So best day of the week. No, it's not. Here's all 10:27. You have a meeting. Okay, cool. You're on time. You're late. There you go. That's right. That's what I always say. That's what I always say, damn it. Oh, man. So today is warm as hell. It was warm. It was pretty warm over the weekend. A lot of wind. It was very windy, so it kind of took away from how nice it is. But like, one of my kids forgot to take the fucking garbage out today, so I had to take it out, and I had some other stuff going on. So I'm already sweating pretty good. I think I need to take this hoodie off because it's 54 degrees right now. 54. I think we're gonna get up to like almost 70 degrees today. I think this is gonna be too much, so I'm gonna have to go change in a minute. I'm sweating. Fat sweaty Betty. Let's see. It's gonna be 69 today. Giggity. We sprang ahead yesterday, so now we have. It was nice. The sun didn't go down until like 7:30 last night. Yes, I love it. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Spring is right around the corner. I mean, we're gonna get some snow here and there, but spring is pretty much fucking here, and it's awesome. I'm seeing all the Harleys out, seeing all the nice show cars. They're getting those tuned up, getting them out. It's almost here, guys. Woo! 63 now, high 70 for me. God damn. You go, boy. Pig Penguin says, you who? Huge summer blowout? What does that mean? Because the weather's nice? It does feel like summer. It does. Bye, wife. We'll see you later. It's 56 degrees where Smokey's out, and he's decided to run around naked, I guess. He's running. You're streaking through the quad. Free to escape. Hello. Knew you were crazy. You put up with this guy. Hell yeah. The miss told me this is the last daylight savings. There actually, I read that earlier. There are 2 states so far that I don't know if it might be your state that decided they voted to not do the daylight savings time, which seems weird because if you're in a time zone, yeah. So I mean, like, yes, the rest of the country needs to follow suit. I think we're like one of only a handful of countries that still recognizes daylight savings time. Also, we're one of the only 2 countries, I do believe, that still uses the imperial system. Unless you're working on a car, then it's imperial and metric, and then there's no There's no reason why each bolt is different. That's why. 67 degrees, high of 82 down there in Alabama's. It's a quote from Frozen. You who huge summer. Well, okay, I got you. I've never seen that movie. I'm sorry. At first, I thought you were talking about like the chocolate drink, like Yoo-hoo. I'm like, no, I don't think he's talking about that. Why would the chocolate drink have a summer blow up in early spring? it's not even spring yet. We have 2 weeks. The 21st, I think, is the first day of spring. So close, guys. So fucking close. I can't wait. So basically, that's what the theme is today. Is nice and warm. Nice and warm. We're gonna bounce around a little bit as my mind tries to like focus on what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm still just kind of. I haven't really slept. I still haven't slept since middle of January. I haven't slept a full night, which is weird. I just no matter what I do, I'm always in the middle of the night. I'm always up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So if I look tired, that's why. That's why. Anyhow, the biggest news in gaming over the weekend for me is that a small group of people that left Telltale Studios started a company called Skunk Ape Games, and they got the rights to the original Poker Night at the Inventory, and they remastered it, they cleaned it up, they did new textures, did a whole bunch of new stuff, and they re-released it on Friday, I think it was. One of the best poker games ever. The second one is arguably the best. I mean, hands down, it is the best for me. It had better characters, had better things going on. The first one was a good, like, testing grounds, but they haven't said anything about the second one, so hopefully that's coming soon. But for $10, this game was re-released on Friday. One of the best poker games you'll ever play. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun. So many things to unlock. The banter between all the characters, and especially for us guys that that have been around gaming all of our lives, you'll recognize who these characters are. If you don't know who the characters are, then you probably weren't doing a lot of gaming in the mid-late 2000s. But it's a fucking fantastic game. So I saw that a couple of people put it in their wish list. If you guys get an opportunity, maybe wait for it to go on sale. But I highly recommend this game. It's so much fun. As a matter of fact, I told my kids about it because we used to play this together. They loved it as well. They all agree the second one's the one that needs to come out. But one of my kids came out. Hey, is this that new game? Oh my god, it looks so much better. He stayed behind me while I'm playing poker for like 10 minutes. It was great. Like, hey, you're gonna be standing behind me watching. At least get me another beer. Then he was gone. Then he was gone, man. But yes, if you guys like poker and you guys like funny shit, you need to pick up Poker Night at the Inventory. And then I'm gonna try to get a hold of this company and see if they have any plans on getting rid of or re-releasing the second one. Now these games are delisted because of licenses, because there's so many different character licenses. So you haven't been able to buy these games in like, I don't know, 7-8 years, something like that. So a lot of you might have never even seen this game or even heard of this game, but it's so much fun. Already got sunburned yesterday for being out for 2 to 3 hours. Damn. A little Yoo-hoo with rum, Rumpelstiltskin. I can't do chocolate milk anymore, man. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have a hard time getting any older than I am now because I will not be able to drink my chocolate Ensure. Because I don't like chocolate milk. I don't know. I used to love chocolate milk. Strawberry milk was my favorite. But then you hit a certain age, I think it's like 30, and then you're like, milk? I'm good. 2 kids under 10, what the fuck is sleep? I know that's right, brother. But I did that years ago. I did that years ago. Reckless, good morning. I was just talking about the biggest thing in gaming for me over the weekend was that the Skunk Ape Games re-released Poker Night at the Inventory, the first game. And I had to pick that up. It's only $10. Yeah, I don't know if it's on sale right now or not, but it's only $10. It's a fucking awesome game. I put it in Discord for you guys. No, all right. So the normal price is $10, and it's well worth $10. If anybody here plays Team Fortress 2, one of the fun things about this game was back in the day, and Team Fortress 2 is still being played today, which is crazy because the game's like 20 years old. But as you progress in the game and you unlock things, you had the opportunity to unlock 4 unique items that you could use cosmetically in Team Fortress 2. And they did the same thing. They re-released all that stuff, but a different version of it, slightly better textures and stuff. So if you also play Team Fortress 2, getting this game, playing through this game, and unlocking things will unlock things for Team Fortress 2 as well. I don't know. Does anybody still play Team Fortress 2? My kids still play it from time to time. The for most of my children, the orange box was probably the best game, like hands down. We were a big Valve family in the mid 2000s. All my kids were playing Portal, Half-Life, Team Fortress. I raised them right. I raised them right, man. I did it years ago too. Do not recommend starting over. Yeah, no, absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not. Can you imagine now? My oldest is 26. Starting over now? Fuck that. Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna have a little breakfast while we talk. You don't play TF2? That's all right. No big deal. But still, this game is worth $10. So I played the hell out of it over the weekend. With a little bit of time that I had, a little bit of free time I did, I played Poker Night. But I was still able to sneak out 2 more videos. There is I did a long play version of the Toxic Commando demo that I played last week. That's its own video. I'll put that on YouTube. And then I have one of the quickest runs in Hitman for the speed run, able to get it done in 49 seconds. So I put that on YouTube as well. So for those that like the Hitman series, like Manic Nomad, no bathroom hijinks in this one. Just trying to get it done as quick as possible. The goal was to get it done within 2 minutes, and I got it done in under 1. So one of the quicker runs that I've seen. School sucks. Back in a bit, boys and girls. All right, you have fun, man. Have fun. Take care. So like the name of the thing here today is again, I'm going to be all over the place because I still think I had some more stuff I need to talk about from Friday and Saturday, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I am not prepared today, and I am sleep deprived for weeks. So, my question to everybody is Blackout 2.0 that comes out this Thursday, I do believe, Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever. The more I look into this, the more it's not like Blackout. It's basically what they're considering Blackout is that there's no gulag. You have the wingsuit, you have the grappling hook, you have a couple of the things from back then, but I broke into all of my clips from back when I played 2019, early 2019, when I was playing a lot of Blackout, and I have hundreds of clips in there. And I got the fever again. So I was watching these last night, and I'm like, the wife's behind me. I'm like, God, yeah, I love this. I wish this mode would come back. I wish it would. Unfortunately, what we're going to get on Friday is not going to be anything close. I'm still kind of looking forward to it, but I think that the biggest problem that they have is that they are not giving us the map. That would be Blackout. Give us the map. Give us the map, and I like what you're doing. You know, you have to get upgrade kits like in Battlefield. You have to get the upgrade kits to upgrade your weapon. You're not necessarily finding attachments, but you can't come in with loadouts. So you start off with nothing. So I'm kind of excited to play. I know that we all said that we weren't going to go back to Call of Duty, but I think I'll go back for a couple different reasons. Just to, number one, try it out, just to see how close it is to Blackout. But I'm just really, really bummed that they're not going to give us the map. That's Blackout, dude. You can't have Blackout with a Blackout map. I don't know. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm also not really getting my hopes up because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anybody else here going to be playing on Friday? Anybody else excited to at least give it a shot besides myself? Over the weekend, I finished RE Requiem. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I personally will not be going back to Call of Duty again. There you go. I keep seeing all these people talking about DMZ 2.0. What people consider truth is so weird nowadays. I mean, alternative facts. I mean, this has been a thing for the last 10 years, but I just don't understand. People are sharing videos of leakers saying things are confirmed. They're confirmed. So DMZ 2.0 is confirmed, but it's not confirmed. So I don't know. Be careful with the information you get out there, because just because a leaker said they found something that ties it to DMZ doesn't mean it's going to happen. Leakers aren't always right, and most of the time they're wrong. So I still don't think DMZ 2.0 is coming out. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. But Blackout, we know is happening. We've known that for a long time. We just finally got a little bit of information about it. I'm going to keep my eye on it, but I will be playing. You'll be on all night Friday? Okay. I need some people to play in the morning. I really don't want to have to play with randos because it is squads. Can't go solo, which is kind of a bummer. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Rather Marathon. Wasn't DMZ a beta, so wouldn't it be DMZ 1.0? I mean, sure. But I mean, I don't think anybody really considers it a beta. I mean, even though they said it was a beta, it was a finished mode. The Queen, thank you for the follow. Dab Queen, sorry. Welcome in. But I mean, everybody still considered it the 1.0. I don't know. Didn't it hit 1.0 after the first 9 months or something? I don't know. Either way, the second iteration of DMZ. I might be on Friday. Okay. And I know Mark for Life plays some CODs, so maybe we can get him going on Friday. We'll see what happens. Marathon, I've been kind of keeping an eye on Marathon. I'm seeing everybody that was paid to play it day one isn't playing it anymore. I think Shroud is still playing it, but I think he's a partner. And I know Dammit Bennett is a partner with them too. So I think they're still on contract for the next week or two. But I kind of lost hope in Marathon. I mean, even with the server slam kind of, yeah. I couldn't even get into a game. So, I mean, that kind of tells you where I was. I'm like, okay, we're done. Done. And Bungie is officially dead, which makes me sad because I really, really love Halo, and I was really hoping that we would get another great Halo-type game out of them, but not so much. So Marathon's kind of out. There was something else that I saw over the weekend. It's called Samson. Did anybody see this game? I'm trying to find just an actual, just a trailer for the game itself. I keep finding these dev talks or whatever, talking about how they came up with the game and stuff. It looks amazing. It's a third-person beat-em-up type game. Kind of reminds me of Shenmue. Kind of reminds me of like an Americanized version of Shenmue. I'm looking forward to this game. I just don't know. I just don't know when it's coming out. Does anybody know? Has anybody seen has anyone seen this as Samson? Samson. And if anybody remembers, if anybody here played Shenmue, you know what I'm talking about. Shenmue is one of the greatest storyline games ever. Crazy great game. They made two of them. First one was on Dreamcast, and then the second one was on Xbox, the original Xbox. And I think they made a third, or they were going to make a third, or it was going to come to the 360 and never happened. Never heard of Shenmue? Oh my God. Of you of all people? Wow. Okay, that's interesting. This was an amazing game that came out of Sega, the Sega camp. It took place in a small village in Japan in the 80s, and it was so ahead of its time. This was 1999, 2000, somewhere in that neighborhood. It actually mimicked the weather patterns from that year, 1986, I think is when it was. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. You learned kung fu. Yeah, there's all these little mini games, old school, Japanese, arcade games you could play in the game. It had a great storyline to it. It was amazing. So, if you've never heard of it, I would highly recommend you find a copy of it, download it, play it. It's so much fun. I haven't heard anything good about Marathon. I want to talk to Samson. Oh, Samsonite. Part of me is thinking it can't be as bad as I'm hearing. There are people that like it. I think the problem with it is that the extraction shooter genre has been very watered down with all these, you know, these like leisure games that have been coming out. Arc Raiders is probably the biggest problem there, is because they introduced a very casual extraction shooter. So then when another one comes out that's hardcore, it's closer to Tarkov than it is Arc Raiders, people immediately talk shit about it. But I think there's a lot more going on besides just that. I think the art direction, a lot of people just don't like. But the big thing is that it's extremely difficult. It's very hard extraction shooter, and people don't like that, especially after Arc Raiders. So that's, for me, it's just, you can't get into the game. And then, the art direction is part of it. It just doesn't, for me, it's just not fun. It doesn't give me that Bungie feel. Kind of feels like something that's been half baked. But then you find out they spent $200 million to make the goddamn game. That's crazy to me. Shenmue is freaking awesome. That's right, man. Shenmue is the best. This guy's younger than all of you. No, my quote is from Half Baked. Oh, I got you. Another great movie I need to watch with a wife because I'm pretty sure she's never seen it. So yeah, this new game called Samson, it reminds me of like an Americanized version of Shenmue. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, and the name of the developer is Liquid Swords, which is fucking awesome. If you know, you know. One of my favorite albums of all time. Can we get a okay, so this says it comes out on April 8th. All right, I'm gonna put this on so you guys can watch this. Check this out. Metal Jock for the resubby, let's go! Dude, I'm telling you right now, this is Americanized Shenmue, and I'm all for it. Liquid Swords, baby!
Tindleston. Asshole of the world. Everyone's either paying, collecting, or buried in between. My past mistakes are catching up with me. In this city, desperation is the currency.
Oh.
You can't outrun debt. You can't freeze interest. You can curl up and die in the street. Or you can fight the fuck back.
All right, I'm in. Take my money. Take my money already. Damn. Yeah, that looks really good. I think I found another game that I wasn't looking forward to, didn't know anything about, that I might be playing on day one. So we'll see. GTA 6 but better. Well, GTA 6, but it's actually available on PC day one. Who'd have thought? God. Still one of the dumbest things. Let's release a banger, a bang that everybody in the world wants to play, but let's make it available only on console. That's smart. Good job, dude. Get Naughty Dog vibes. Like the developer Naughty Dogs. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. No price on her yet. No price on her. But that's going into the old fashioned wish list there. Yeah. April 8th. I'll see you in a month. See you in a month. I don't know. I don't know. Are any of them from Naughty Dog? Let's see. I don't know anything about it. Seems to be a new developer, so there could be some ex devs from Naughty Dog there, but it's wild, man. It looks like this their first game, so they must have just come together. I don't know where they came up with the name. If it's from where I think it came from, fucking awesome, fucking awesome. We got GTA 6 before we got GTA 6. Okay, the vibe, graphic, sense of the world. I got you. Yeah, that looks like a pretty damn good game. So keep that one in the old wish list. So those were the games that I had heard about. We have again Blackout coming out Friday. Blackout 2.0. What is it? What's the real? Is it Black Ops Royale? Is that what they're calling this? Which is good because I mean it's a Blackout inspired, so they need to stay as far away from Blackout by only saying Blackout because it's not Blackout, but it's kind of similar. So I am kind of excited to see what this is going to turn out to be. So, and I haven't played any COD on this new graphics card. I don't know that might make it like less valuable. I don't know. I don't know how it works. When you go to sell a graphics card, you have to say, never overclocked and never played COD. It's never seen COD. Is that up the resale value? I don't know how that works. Blackout was so much better than Warzone. My God, Red Rooster, you sound just like me. My God, it was almost like we're related. It's crazy. So great minds think alike. I tell you. That's what I've been telling everybody. Like, and some people, believe it or not, some people don't know what Blackout is. Never even heard of Blackout. And again, that's because they made the mistake. And we, the early, first game jitters. I get it. But they locked the BR behind the full game. And Black Ops 4, I think, was probably one of the worst. For a lot of people, it was one of the worst Call of Duties. So not as many people purchased the game. And a lot of people that purchased it didn't want to play a BR because, PUBG was all the rave at the time. And people were like, I don't need a BR in my COD. And then, Warzone comes around, then all of a sudden they all want the BR. But yes, Blackout was awesome, and it should have gone free to play. When they abandoned it a year after the fact, when Modern Warfare reboot came out in 2019, they should have just went free to play and let everybody get in there and play that. But Warzone was kind of took over, and it went from there. So playing COD is like installing a virus. Yes. Yeah, because if you want just this year's version of Call of Duty, it's still like 500 gigs. It's crazy. I don't know how people play Call of Duty on their consoles, unless that's the only game that they have on their console. They can have that one small game like Vampire Survivors, and that's it. That's the two games you can have on your console. That's it. And it's still broken. It's so true. So true. Yeah. I was actually thinking about jumping back into Modern Warfare Zombies. Remember that? That was kind of like, that was supposed to be their like replacement for DMZ, but it was only PvE. It wasn't bad. It was just, it got really, really boring really, really fast. There wasn't enough to do. It's like 300 gig just for the menu. Yeah. Yeah, that UI takes, it's heavy. It's heavy and yeah. It's very, 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 very large. Large Marge. How many gigs for a game that doesn't even let you use its customization because the UI doesn't even work? Yes, exactly. Now, does anybody still play that Delta Farce game? Did they ever fix their menus? Remember there was this menu on top of menu on top of menu on top of menu. It was just, I mean, it's a rabbit hole. It was like, it was like putting everything in your bags in Gray Zone Warfare. You have bags inside of bags inside of bags inside of bags. That's what the UI, that's what the menus were like in Delta Farce. Did they ever fix that? Does anybody still play that game? Oh, it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy. And then watch the nut play it. It's the same. What's the same? Delta Farce? Delta Farce, got it. I forgot all about that game, and then I saw a clip the other day about something new that's happening, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that game. I don't ever hear about that. I don't ever hear about Delta Force anymore. Ever. I don't even see anybody playing it. So I figured it was just gone. I think as far as like the extraction shooter mode, I think Arena Breakout kind of took away from Delta Force. So Delta Force is just basically the Battlefield mode, but then everyone kind of went back to Battlefield 6. Unless they want a free-to-play game, then they stuck with Delta Force. But I think most people that were playing Battlefield, they went to Delta Force as a placeholder to go back to Battlefield, are already long gone. So I don't really know who Delta Force is for anymore. Because you have an inferior extraction mode. There's another option out there that's better. And then the Battlefield mode, there's a better Battlefield. So I don't know. It must just be for the people that want to play those games, but they don't want to pay money for them. So it's a free-to-play option is what it is. It's been a month or more since I played, but Peanut played it a few weeks ago, and it didn't change. More K-pop crossovers. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's, again, if we keep, if all of our games keep coming out of the Asian market, that's what we're going to be getting is all K-pop stuff. That's why we were so sad when PUBG started to go like less milsim with their skins and started going like stupid, like dumb shit. And there's no changing that because it comes from the Asian market, It's too bad they couldn't split the company into two and have one for a Western audience and then have the Asian audience. That way they can work separately to capture more people. That would have been a fantastic way to do business, I think. But it is what it is. So for those that played Resident Evil Requiem, one of my kids, I don't think both of them, I think just one of my kids got it and played the hell out of it all weekend. I just basically went to work, came home, played, maybe ate once or twice, and then went right back to work again. So, and every time I talked to him, he was enjoying it. So he had a really, really good time with the game. As far as like releases, I don't think there's been any decent releases this week. And no, there hasn't. Like Game Pass hasn't gotten anything in a while. It's just all same kind of crap. They put Microsoft Mahjong on there. Like that's always been available. Dice a Million, a dice game. Final Fantasy 3, which is like what, 40 years old now, 30, 35 years old. Final Fantasy 3 was still from the 80s, I think. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I downloaded this game because people are telling me this is actually pretty good. But I think the reason they think they like this game is because these people also like Red Dead Redemption 2, which I could never really get into. I like the open world and riding on the horsies and whatnot, but I just never really got into it. I never really got that far into Red Dead Redemption 2. Mini Shoot Adventures, whatever that is. F1, if you guys like racing games, that popped up in there. And then one called Planet of Lana 2. Lana! I don't know what this game is. Doesn't really say. There's a lot of trailers. Oh, it's a platformer. It's an artistic platformer. Side scrolling, not bad. Different. So there's a couple different options in there for us Game Pass people, but nothing big. Nothing big, which sucks. Running to the grocery store, be back in a little bit. Okay. I'll probably still be here in a little bit. I'm not really sure how long I'm going today. I beat RE9 3 times, or God damn. Are you trying to beat that time? Are you did 2 hours and 7 minutes? Is that Kingdom got close to Game of the Year because it's a very good and in-depth RPG. See, that's just where kind of I fall off the mark. If there's too much narrative in a game, I'm like, I haven't killed anybody in 20 minutes. I got 2 hours and 59 minutes. Damn. Good job, man. Yeah, like I said, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I played through it the first time on casual to enjoy the story. I'm still working on my second playthrough on the insanity difficulty. My God. You guys are animals. Just animals. Anybody get into High on Life 2? I beat the game, but then I go back and like, I'm not even at like a quarter of the achievements in the game. I kind of want to go back and try to find some of the hidden stuff, but 2 wasn't as good as the first one. Hell, even the DLC from the first game, Life on or High on Knife with just knifey was better than the second. I also never beat Red Dead 2, but I thought it was fun just so long. I know, and I tell these guys all the time, like I love the Grand Theft Auto. The first big one for me, obviously, I think for a lot of people was 3. You know, that's when they went 3D and stuff. But Vice City is my favorite of all time. I beat that game probably 3 or 4 times, but I think it's the only one I actually beat. No, I beat 4. I did beat 4. And the Liberty City stories and stuff like that. But this last one was at 5. 5 that's been out for like 15 years. I've never beat the game. I never beat the game. I got pretty far when I was streaming it when they did an upgrade for the Series X 2 or 3 years ago. I remember Joey and I and his cousin, we all played the hell out of it for a day, and we had some fun. First High on Life was really good. Yes, exactly. Play the second one. Try the second one. I don't know. The skateboard was kind of a gimmicky thing for me. It was all right. But they focus too much on combat with the skateboard. So you're grinding around while you're shooting guys and trying to spin and 3 times. Geez, I didn't finish it once. Optimal lore kills ratio game. Serious Sam. To be or not to be, this is a serious question. Next mission. You know, Serious Sam is another great game. I think they stopped at 4. And I did play that. I remember playing that on the Series X, and it didn't really play very well on console. Replayed it on PC where it's at, obviously. But Serious Sam's another great series that, you know, that kind of goes underrated. Good morning. No noti today. Vice City is the best GTA in my opinion, but San Andreas and 5 are super close. Yes. San Andreas for the music and the whole, you know, 90s like gangsta thing going on, but I'm an 80s kid, and just the music alone in Vice City was amazing. And then you got Ray Liotta, you know, voicing Tommy Vercetti. I mean, kind of basically reprising his role from Goodfellas. I mean, the game is just amazing, dude. I can say I did beat all GTA's first one being GTA 3. Yeah. So I mean the first couple weren't very good. The top down ones were not very good. I think they made 3 of them. 1, 2, and then there was like a British one or something like that. A UK one, I don't remember. But when 3 came out, yeah, that's where it all changed. San Andreas was the best use of a map in GTA, in my opinion. They fit so much in a map, a portion of the size of GTA 5. The size of the map, yeah. Achievement hunting. Yes. If you guys look at my Xbox, I am an achievement hunter. That's what I did. As soon as the 360 came out and they introduced achievements, I was all over this. And my what is my score? Here, I'll tell you. It doesn't tell you anymore? No way. It doesn't tell me. Oh, that's shitty. It doesn't tell me anymore. Okay, so I'm like 270,000, I want to say, gamer score. It's something stupid that I know. Yeah, it won't let me. It won't tell me. Damn it! I might have to look it up a different way. But I played a lot of games. I played a lot of games, and I've 100% at a lot of games. Breaking the glass for the Viper, aka the Banshee. I have to do it one more time on the hardest difficulty. GTA 6 being set in Vice City is going to be awesome. Yes, for all those console players. I will pick it up when it comes to PC, but I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. How long do you think we will have to wait for GTA 6 on PC? Probably 6 months to a year. Unfortunately, unless they're going to sneak it in there, which I still think they need to do. I think it'd be a huge mistake for them. They're going to make money regardless. I mean, people are going to be throwing money at them either way. So they kind of control the market where normally the market controls, so I still think that it's going to be a console only situation at first, and then we'll probably get the PC version 6 months or so after the fact. But I don't know. It better come out day one. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest complaints on day one is that, like, why the fuck would they put out this game only on console? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're building it on PC and then they're porting it to console. So you have the PC version right there, dude. What are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. It's 2026, man. Consoles are phasing out. We're phasing consoles out. They're going away. Why would you do that? I just don't get it, man. I'm hunting the RE Requiem challenges on the hardest difficulty. My advice, don't. I like that. 194K gamer score. That's me? Is that where I'm at? I'm going to have to buy an Xbox then. Yeah. I'm just not going to get it. I'm just not going to. I don't really have any reason to even touch my console anymore. It sits on the TV. So when our nephews come over once or twice a year, they have something to play on our yeah. But other than that, we just don't use the console at all. Just sits there. I don't even know if it's plugged in. I don't even know. I can't remember the last time I turned it on. Depending on how long I may grab a console, it might be disgustingly long. Yeah, I hope day one, but yeah, I mean, it could be a while. Am I talking about COD? Who cares? Uncle Bubbers. We're actually talking about GTA 6, a couple different games. But yes, Call of Duty is part of the conversation this morning, just because we have the Blackout 2.0 coming out on Friday. I'm going to be in there checking it out, see what it's all about. We know it's not Blackout. It's not even going to be close to Blackout, but it just, whatever. It's interesting nonetheless. Let's see what they're going to do. We keep ragging on them, right? Giving them shit because people keep buying the game and it's just garbage. And so when they make a change, we got to at least look into it and see, are they really making a change for the community because the community wants it, or just some other harebrained fucking scheme that they're coming up with to try to keep people in the, oh yeah, we're looking out for you guys. We're trying to come up with better game modes. We will see. I'll probably be sending my console to my nephews in Illinois. That's nice. Okay, I'll sum up COD for you, BD. It's trash. Don't go back. Just for a day, just for a day on Friday, we're just gonna check out this new game mode. That's it. I'll probably get frustrated with it and not even finish out the day, but who knows? And that's the goal. That's what we're gonna check out. We almost have to. That's just kind of like the way it is. We try, we play, we do just about anything here, except for Arc Raiders and Tarkov. Those are the two games I don't really even give a shit about. Activision is just a laughing stick now, it seems. Yeah. So when I had to force myself to go through Black Ops 7, and I'm playing through the campaign, and every game, every level is either a regurgitated version of some other game, or it looks like it was phoned in, or it's just made by AI and is blatantly fucking obvious. I knew then that Call of Duty was in the worst shape ever. And then they locked they locked a Modern Warfare Zombies endgame behind the campaign. So you had to go through the horrible campaign and finish the terrible, terrible campaign just to get into a mode that they had already introduced years prior on a map kind of similar, but just not good. I don't know. The whole thing was just fucking terrible. With Helix, there is going to be a blurry line of console and PC, and with PS pulling back exclusivity, there's always going to be a PlayStation console. Yeah, we still don't understand. There's a lot of questions behind it because they're being very vague with what they're saying. So Helix, for those that Project Helix is the name of the next console that was going to be coming out the end of this year. They pushed it back for reasons. They say it's going to play both Xbox console games and PC games, but what does that mean? Does that mean that it's only going to be playing like the PC version of the game through like Game Pass? Or are they going to open up and allow us to actually utilize Steam and EA Launcher, Ubisoft, Good Old Games, Rockstar, all these other launchers? What exactly is it going to be? There's no clarification there. So it's just a guessing game for right now. But Xbox and Steam are going to lead the charge into the next era of gaming, which is going to be straight PC. So yeah, it's going to be a blurry line, but it's also going to be a step in the next direction. Once they figure out how to make the gaming PCs more console friendly, like the whole set it and forget it, just plug in, fire it up and play, then I think that's the recipe they need to hit in order to get all these other people off the consoles. I do think that PlayStation is going to stick with consoles for probably another generation, but they're going to be forced. I mean, maybe not. Who knows? There's a lot of people that like console, and kudos to them. But I think as far as gaming itself, it's going to outlive a console. Console exclusives are fine because there's not a whole lot of good console exclusives coming out of PlayStation land. We kind of went over this the other day. There are some games over there, but I don't know. Has anybody? Okay, so like people would go out and buy an Xbox for certain games, Gears of War and Halo. When those games came out, people would go buy a console for that reason. I don't really see that happening with PlayStation anymore. It's just like there is an exclusive game over there. Are you interested in it? So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, console exclusives are pretty much done anymore. I know that they're PlayStation saying they're going to pull their stuff off the Steam store, and I don't know, man. I don't know. But I don't think that PlayStation. I don't think they hold all the cards. I think they think that, but I don't think they hold all the cards. I think the Steam machine and the next Xbox are going to completely revolutionize the way we play games. And for the people that don't want to spend the money on a true gaming machine, they have the option of cloud gaming, which is fairly cheap. Oh man, I was on a rant there for a second. What happened? BD over under is 2.5 hours, then uninstalls COD. Probably. Still butthurt from DMZ. I am, yes. But I mean, it was 3 years ago. I got to let it go at some point. I knew it. The Steam machine might be the answer, but the price depends. Yeah, I think both of them are going to, because they're saying that, before the Rampocalypse, I think they were shooting for a $800 price point for the Steam machine, and this next Xbox is going to be right around $1,000. But because of AI, you can thank AI for these problems. The next ones are probably going to be within a $200 margin there. But when we talk exclusives, okay, I want to go back to this for a second, because I know that we've talked about this several times. If you really, really think about it, and the exclusive games that a console or both consoles or whatever has, it pales in comparison to all the PC exclusives. You know what I mean? There's way more PC games that aren't on console that people want to play than there are console exclusives that people want to play. So I don't know if console exclusives are the answer to keeping people on your platform, when you can get a PC and you open up the door for a million other games that aren't even close to ever being put on console. There's a lot of games I play here that are PC exclusive, and we always get the question, is this going to come to console? I don't know, maybe eventually, but right now this is where you play it. So it'll be interesting to see. The next few years are going to be very interesting what PlayStation's going to do to try to combat what Microsoft is doing, and Steam, which they just lead in everything. So my biggest hurdle with my new PC is trying to adjust the visuals on the fly to find that happy medium of max FPS for my monitor and best visual quality. For some reason, GTA 5 without RTX runs at less FPS than with it on. Weird. That I can't answer for you because you're on no, you are on a 5070 Ti, aren't you? Depends on what DLSS you're running. So this is the rule of thumb that I always go by. If I'm playing a single player campaign game or something that's not PvP, if it's non-PvP, I shoot for visuals. I like, and then I try to stay around 120 to 150 frames. More frames is better, obviously, but not necessarily in a campaign game, in a single player game. Then I want visuals. I want the best looking game I've ever seen. That's what I want. Now, if we're playing a PvP game, all that shit gets dialed down, and then it's all about frames. Especially in games like Hell Let Loose or Gray Zone Warfare, where when the foliage, when you can dial that down so you can see more and less foliage, that makes all the difference. But again, if it's a single player game, I'm looking for visuals. I want it to look fucking beautiful. Cloud gaming also saves me space on my Xbox. Yeah. But like, so Big Al Mac got a brand new TV over the weekend, got a really nice Samsung OLED TV. And he had like a Roku TV, some cheap thing before that, some like Walmart special. But he had no idea like this TV like blows it right out of the water. He had the Xbox app on this one, so he could just Bluetooth a controller to it, and then he's fucking cloud gaming on his TV. That is the future of gaming for a lot of people, is cloud gaming directly through your TV. There's no additional anything. Just need a controller and a proper TV with a good internet connection, and you're gaming. You don't need a console. You don't need anything other than just a subscription. But that kind of blew his mind. I'd never seen that before. He's like, oh, this is great, because he pays for Game Pass Ultimate, so he has cloud gaming, because he also has a backbone, so he can play that. So things like that are going to take over. There's going to be no need for a console eventually. Gray Zone will never hit console. No, I don't think it will either. It might hit the next one, because you got to remember, like, Gray Zone is less than 50% complete at this point. We're going to be getting 0.4 right now, which means I think we're right around 35-40%. I think that's pretty much how that plays out. And by the time it goes 1.0, we're talking probably 2 years from now, another console will be out. So there's a chance it'll be on console via, if they allow Steam to play PC games, or if you could buy it through like the Microsoft store or something like that. But for this generation console, never. Yeah, I'm with you. If you're going to make a statement like that, you have to do more than my monitor can do. I tried to play EA Sports PGA Tour Golf, and the CPU shot up temps around 80 degrees Celsius, which is fine. It starts to throttle around 90. But CPU heavy games, Huckleberry, go play Alan Wake 2 or Gray Zone Warfare or Stalker 2. These are all games that are very CPU heavy. And those types of games are the ones where you really put your computer to the test. I would recommend, and this is a little advanced, but I would recommend to reduce to underclock your chip, basically. Reduce the curve. Mine's at a -30, which is extreme, but my chip can handle it. It'll give you the same amount of power. It's sometimes more, but it keeps your thermals down. I would look into that, because Ryzen chips are really easy to work with. PC does have a lot more games than Xbox or PlayStation. What PlayStation is trying to probably do is quality over quantity. Hold those well-known names over us that PC can't use: Jack, Deck, Spider-Man, Uncharted, God of War, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, no, and I'm with you. I just don't think there's enough people that care about those franchises anymore that are going to be like, I need to get the newest PlayStation so I can play Jack and Dex. Like, the only one that I can really think of that may, like, if they did another Uncharted, maybe God of War, but I still don't see enough people buying consoles just for those games. Like, I don't think those games really hold I don't know. I don't think they have the power that they used to have. Especially when a lot of these games haven't really seen a sequel in years and years and years. Spider-Man, I mean, it seems like they have a lot of Spider-Man games, but I don't really play them. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. They might be shooting themselves in the foot by making them console exclusive, and not many people are going to be buying it on the console. And then they could have had this whole market of PC people that they decided to shut out that would have been buying their game. So I don't know. It's a hard one to pinpoint, but my conspiracy is that PlayStation is trying to keep their games off of Xbox. Word is that the next Xbox is going to allow Steam. PlayStation is announcing no more PC release until they determine if they will play on the new Xbox or not. See, that's kind of a childish way to act. Then what you need to do is start selling your consoles for a profit instead of, because that was the old way of doing things. You sold the consoles cheap as fuck. That's why consoles are cheap. Because to build them, it costs more to build them than what you buy them for. And that was the whole, it was a Trojan horse to get in your house. Now you have the console, now you need the games. So then you buy the games for them. So it was the whole idea was getting the console in the house, so then you start buying the software for them. They don't need to do that shit anymore. Especially with cloud gaming, you can rent games or buy games that way. You don't really need the consoles, kind of irrelevant anymore. So I don't know what PlayStation's thinking, unless they have some ace up their sleeve that they're going to pull. I think the only one right now that can get away with exclusives and still making consoles or whatever is Nintendo. But Nintendo is its own animal. It never really was involved in the console wars. It was only because people thought that it needed to be. But Nintendo's always kind of followed its own little. After the 64, like the GameCube, that's when they really started to do their own thing. The Wii was a complete turnaround, and then at that point, everybody was just like, okay, well, Nintendo's just doing their thing. We don't care. We don't care. So then it was always, and I think that's when it started, was that the perfect console was either a PlayStation with a Wii or a Xbox with a Wii. That was so it was always an additional purchase. You didn't want to get just one of the three; you got two. Then always the Nintendo, and then Xbox or PlayStation. But luckily, my kids didn't give a shit about Nintendo, and even though I bought a lot of their shit with the Wii and the Wii U, it just kind of fell apart. So that was one console I didn't really have to buy things for. I just had to mod it and steal games. I mean, borrow games indefinitely. Poor consoles. I know, man. I don't think so either, but apparently PlayStation does. Yeah, I mean that's fine. They're gonna find out. I think in the Asian market, I think that they're still okay with consoles. I don't think PCs have completely taken over in the Asian market. Mobile gaming is huge over there, and console gaming is huge. But for the rest of the world, I think we're all getting out of that right now. Switch 2 is great, looks awesome on the new 65-inch TV, but why the fuck are games so expensive? Holy shit, that's why. That's why. It's Nintendo. Very rarely does that shit go on sale. Nintendo is kind of like Bose. I hate to use that analogy, but that's just one that sticks with me because I used to sell them. Bose would never go on sale, but it was the name brand, right? It was the big name in audio for some people. For the audiophiles, Bose was just a joke, but for just, the regular people, Bose was like top of the line. That was the Cadillac of all the audio systems, but it never went on sale. Ever, man, because their name would hold true. We don't need to lower the prices. They'll sell themselves. And they're right. And that's kind of how Nintendo is. It'll sell. It's going to sell. I don't need to lower the price. It's going to sell. So I don't know, man. I wish we got more information into the Steam machine alone, because it was supposed to be releasing this month. and it's been, obviously pushed back to, they're saying like midsummer or whatever. But I think it's going to go back to the end of the year, go back to the original console launches right before Christmas. We'll see. I need more information, and we need to find out, because again, there's nothing confirmed, but they are confirming PC games. But again, what does that mean? Are we going to have access to other storefronts, or is it only going to be the Microsoft store? So you can buy the console game and play it that way, or you can buy the PC game through their store, because they still want to sell you their software, right? Through their own storefront. That might be what it is, and we might be getting excited for over nothing. So I don't know. From a business standpoint, it makes sense to do it that way. From a consumer standpoint, it doesn't make sense to us. We would rather have access to Steam. But I don't know. I don't know, man. It's so hard to say. Then there is the story over Twitter that PlayStation is charging different prices to different customers based on account history, interaction, etc. Yeah, I saw that you posted there. It looks like it's kind of a game, but it's also that was in pounds, British pounds, or euros. Was it pounds or euro? I think it was pounds. But either way, it looks like when you weren't signed in, it could be $375, but as soon as you sign in, the price goes up to $9.99. So I didn't really understand what that was in, like. So if I signed in under a different account, the price would be different. I wasn't quite understanding because it looked like without being signed in, it wasn't like two different accounts, like, two buddies were comparing it. It was one that hadn't been signed in yet. So it was like just a placeholder. And then once they signed in, it was a different price. So I don't really know what to make of that. And again, that was in Europe. So is it happening everywhere, or was that a just, one-time thing, or I don't really know, but I'm not sure how that works out, but it wouldn't, I mean, I believe that could be a thing. I do. They need a Mario Country. Wait, wanted the new Mario Tennis, $69.99. Yeah. They need a Mario Country Club where they combine Mario Golf, tennis, and some other sports. Yeah, that'd be cool. You got Mark for Life. They have a Wii version or me version of Mark for Life, mixing up some drinks. I can get on board with that. I looked at the game itself and it was 1072. I got you. You should have somebody else log in, or look up the same game in under their account and see if the price was different. So does that line up with the price in that picture? What was it? It was on Discord. He shared it this morning, and was it General? No. My does anybody know where, by the way, does anybody know where that screenshot came from that I put in General last night at 8:41? Can anybody tell me what game that's from? It's Gaming News and Rumors. There it is right there. That is pounds. Oh, and that's a PlayStation 4 game. You think that makes a difference? All right, so based off of this, if that's the actual pound, which I think it is. You said it was 1072. This would be about $3 more at $9.99 British. So maybe they are messing with the prices. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Or maybe it's a special price for that person or whatever because they spent so much money a year and in the PlayStation Store. I don't really know. I don't know how that works. Some sort of COD, your screenshot. Yes, that is, just so you guys know, I was hoping that somebody would get it. That is a screenshot of, I think it was like 5th place. It was the top 5 during Blackout, the original Blackout. And I just opened up my menu and I was like, oh my God, the nostalgia just started coming back. So this was the original Blackout, when you had to land with nothing and you throw fists. You go find a gun, you get all your attachments. So now you can see, like, I had 5 attachments on that gun. You can only carry a limited amount of ammo. So all my ammo was full. My armor plates, because you had to repair your armor. The armor that I had, everything in my backpack. I mean, it was just, yeah. I was hoping that somebody would figure it out. Such a great game. I am excited to check this out on Friday, but again, I'm not getting my hopes up because we all know it's not going to be Blackout. But I mean, yeah, it's worth a shot. Worth a shot to see if it's fun or not. So we have a couple things coming out in, is it May or June when they do the Call of Duty, like, unveiling of the new game coming out? Is it June? Like early June, June 4th or something like that? So hopefully we'll get more information in June. There's potential that we're going to get more information between then and now, but I think we're going to find out if DMZ is going to be part of the next game in June. We might get like a leak from them or something, kind of like a little teaser, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then right around the same time, end of May, early June, we should have whatever the next Xbox show is, right? The Microsoft show. Then we should be getting information on Project Helix, or a little bit more information. But I am excited. Ricky James with the resub. Let's go. Thanks, buddy. How you doing, man? 40 months. Holy shit. He's been around for a minute. But I want more information on Project Helix and the Steam Machine. We need to know what direction they're going in, especially Helix. What exactly are we going to get? Are we going to get access to other launchers, including Steam and Good Old Games and whatnot? Or are we going to be locked into just the Microsoft realm? You know what I mean? What up, doggy? That's right. We're just talking games and just random shit today. Random stuff. Ricky, we got Blackout, the return of Blackout 2.0 coming out on Friday, and keeping an eye on that. Marathon came and gone. The game that I'm playing right now, I beat Star Wars Outlaws. I don't think there's anything else left to do. I've done all the side missions, everything unlocked, pretty much everything. I had a very, very good time with that game, by the way. And I ended up putting, it doesn't tell me. I think I got like 50 hours in the game, 50 or 55 hours, and it was a lot of fun. So that game's done. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. Poker night at the poker. It was the poker night at the Inventory. Awesome game. They re-released it on Friday. It was a shadow drop. Never saw it coming. I played that over the weekend. That's pretty much what I was doing. I'd have a drink in hand, and I'm over here playing poker, and I was having a really, really good time. So for $10, and you guys have ever heard of the game, there's a lot of, I don't know. I'm going to keep talking about it until you guys all buy it, damn it. Did you ever figure out sabacc? I figured out how to not sit down at the sabacc table, and that both changed my life. Changed my life. If I just avoid the table, life is good. Blackout? Hell yeah, brother. Marathon sucked. I saw you playing poker the other night, was going to buy it and join up. It doesn't work like it's just a single player experience. There's no co-op or anything. It's one of the best poker games ever. Just the banter between the characters and with you and just the whole thing is just amazing. It's so much fun. Poker night with the boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Play GeoGuessr. That's fun too. Never played that. GeoGuessr. We just watched a trailer for a game called Samson, which looks amazing. Comes out April 8th. Hopefully they do a little more advertising on that one. GeoGuessr Steam Edition. Wow, it's loud in my fucking ears. What's the point? immediately it's all negative reviews. No option for single player mode or free play. Why does everything have to be a competition? Greedy ass developers. It's honestly ridiculous. Literally remixes of the same location also doesn't allow you to PvP your friends or do solo games. I must be in a wrong game, man. This thing's like a lot of negative reviews there. Uh-oh. All right, so I don't really know what to play. I wanted to play something today, but nothing sounds good. Poker? Should I play some poker? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna hit the restroom. I'm gonna grab some more coffee, and I don't know. We'll figure something out when I come back of what to play or what to do, or I don't know. If you guys want to keep talking, I'm open to anything in conversation. So I'll be right back. right, I am back. Fresh coffee, feeling good. Should do a week of COD zombies and start from like Black Ops 1. Dude, I don't like the zombie games. I suck at them. Each day a new day with zombies. Liar's Bar is co-op more like bullshit card game fun though. The reason that the poker night games are so fun is because number one, you're playing with characters that you may know. The second game's full of so like okay, so the first one is the heavy from Team Fortress 2, which I don't think anybody here played Team Fortress 2 besides me and Red Rooster. Strong Bad. Does anybody remember Strong Bad? Or Max from Sam and Max, the point and click adventure from Lucasfilms, LucasArts from 20 years ago. And then Tycho. You guys remember Penny Arcade, Tycho and Gabe on the precipice of darkness? Anybody? Okay, so those are the characters you play with in the first game. The second one, you had Ash Campbell from Evil Dead. You had Brock Samson from fucking Venture Brothers, which is amazing. Sam from Sam and Max, and then Claptrap from Borderlands. Yeah, the banter between all of them is amazing, and it's such a fun game. I would actually, so on my original Steam account that is older than all of my children except for one, my youngest son he uses it because of Counter-Strike. On there, I have both of the poker games, the original ones, and I used to stream the second game to my bedroom at night when the wife would go to bed before me, and I'd sit up there and I'd play poker before I went to sleep. Poker on a 60-inch TV in the bedroom. Yeah, a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't really care for poker. Like, I'll play it, but I'm not a gambler. I like playing cards like poker, blackjack, and euchre, but like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I had to sit still for too long, I guess. Maybe if I had some ADD medicine, I'd be okay. I'd sit at the tables. Okay. Yeah, nothing sounds good. Nothing sounds good. I'm just. Oh, is anybody available? Is anybody here to play? Because if you are, maybe we could fire up some Gray Zone. Anybody want to play some Gray Zone today? Where's Honda at? Honda was readily available last week. Nothing. Okay. Looking through my games. Oh, Surrounded. Oh. The new update's not ready yet. Could be a damn year before we get the next update. Splitgate. Does anybody still play Splitgate? Is that game still on live? Have they shut down the servers for it yet? Schedule 1. It looks like they got an update on February 2nd. I might have to go back and play this now. There's storage closets now. Okay, the BR still working. Today, Hitman, March 9th, this morning, Patient Zero Requiem is the highest rated Elusive Target DLC on Steam. It's got to be the Mila Jovovich, because they released it right at the same time as the new Resident Evil game, right? So it makes sense. And they're selling it for $2.99. Wow, that's got to be the first part of it, right? I think it is. Very interesting. Not a great update for Schedule 1. Okay, I'm still waiting. Like, I have everything set up in Schedule 1. I just need people that are going to restock shelves and handle like the logistics and stuff. Because like I'm doing good in the game. I'm making lots of money and stuff, but it's just a lot of work. Like running around all day, selling all the crap that I have, and then at night I spend hours in game and out of game trying to get everything set up for the next day's productivity. And I hear that they changed that now. So when the clock strikes midnight, it was just indefinite, right? You could just, for as long as you want, you can do whatever you want, right? But now apparently the clock only stops for a short period of time and then you're forced to go to sleep, which sucks because I utilize that time at night. I'm back. Well, good. I'm glad that you're here. I'm just running through my games right now to see what we got going on here. 421 hours in Gray Zone right now. And I'm assuming we're going to get our second devlog on Wednesday. And if we get our second on Wednesday, then that means that we should hopefully have the new update will probably go live on the 25th, and it'll probably be like the 22nd or 23rd for the supporter edition people. So I'm going to say that by the 25th, but I'm hoping that we get to play this the weekend of. I think the third devlog is going to come out on the 18th, and then we may be able to play that Friday. That'd be cool. Man, the 20th? Shit. Take your crack at the TCG shop. I'm good on that. Don't you just open and sell fucking like Dungeons and Dragons cards or something? Is it just like a D&D shop? So we there was one here. It was called something games. It was called Sanctuary Games or something like that. So we went in there like we just to check it out. Thinking it was like a game, like a video game shop, you know, but it was board games and like the extreme nerd stuff. And there were tables set up everywhere, and there's like half the tables there are people playing card games, and then the other table there is people playing like that Warhammer shit, like with all these detailed characters and stuff. And we walk in, and everybody stops what they're doing and looks at us. We're like, I think we're in the wrong place. We looked around for just a few minutes, we kind of made a little circle around, and we went right back out. I had no idea that there were Anyhow, I didn't know it was that big of a deal in this area. That's all I'm saying. It was crazy. And then in the back of the store, they had a don't touch, and it was this big fucking setup for Warhammer. All detailed, like someone spent a lot of time putting this thing together. It was kind of cool, but yeah, I don't. I barely like board games, man. You should try the RV game with a couple people. What RV game? You don't have to, but you have given your share of Sims like us. That's the kind of shop the Miss and I go to every Tuesday and Friday. I gotcha. A lot of money in that shit, man. Like, okay, that was Magic the Gathering. That's what it was. There was a couple tables where people, that's all they were doing. They were just lined up across the table, and they're playing their card game. RV there yet? Let's take a look at this game. Why are they all smoking cigarettes? What's with that? All right, is this the game you're talking about? They're all smoking cigarettes, man. Here, let me put this up for you. All right. So what is it? Is it like a puzzle game? So is that what is like a puzzle game or something? I just don't understand what the smoking is. Relax. We've had tons of fun playing both maps, and I'm sure I'm hoping for another one. Make sure to collect and listen to all the cassettes. Hell yeah! Looks great. I heard about it. You basically just drive, but the obstacles can be difficult. I got you. Have to figure out how to get up the hill. Tough game for sure, especially solo. Oh, okay. He's winching wood plug. Okay, I've never seen this game before. That's that's pretty funny. I think I've heard about it. I think one of you guys was talking about this before. Let's see what's going on in the storefront. There's nothing new going on. Melatonin. My dream setup is only $2.99, guys. I have my dream setup. I just wish it was in an enclosed space, so I can get rid of the green screen. That's the goal. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. I need my office. Yeah, I don't see many Femboy Foodamania. Are you kidding me? It's a wrestling game. Heart of the Machine. Over the Top. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I was invited a couple months ago. I was invited to help promote this game, and I decided against it because it's a World War I game, and who realistically is interested in a World War I game after Battlefield 1, right? I don't think many people are. Anybody here interested in playing a World War I game? I don't know. So let's take a look at this. This is a game. It's called Over the Top. I think it's out now. Scheiße! Oh, that's cool. So it's an over the shoulder. It's a third person. Okay, that's weird to me. Yeah, it's a third person shooter game. It looks like a PlayStation 1 game. I see. I can see there being some fun here, but nothing I really want to get behind. Very interesting. Yeah, so this game's out now. It's $20 normally. It's on sale for 16. Supporter edition is $23. So is it early access then? Maybe not. I don't know. And here's your roadmap. Tiny teams will work. Can't be recommending him party co-op games. What about looking at demos from the recent fest? I think I played most of them. You're interested in Battlefield 1? Windrose is going to be huge. They had like 200,000 players during the Steam Fest for the demo. Isn't that the pirate game? This isn't Battlefield 1. Sorry, I'm only half paying attention. No, I was saying other than Battlefield 1, how many people are actually interested in a World War I game? Now, there was supposed to be a game. It might have already come out. There was a horror. It was like it's called Trenches or something. Like it was a horror World War I game. It was a third-person shooter like this, but it was like everyone was gone except for you, and you were dealing. There was like monsters or ghosts or some shit following you around in the trenches. And I don't think there was an Amnesia game like that too, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. It has potential for proc chat like Hell Let Loose. Yes, open world survival pirates with ships and stuff. What Skull and Bones should have been. I gotcha. Be a surprise. A lot of people are in World War I games. I just never see them. I never see them. That's the hard part. I've never seen anybody play them. What is this?
Hey you! Are you tired of the same old boring reality day in and day out? Well, now you can strap this box to your face and experience the lives of your favorite Rick and Morty characters! It's Rick and Morty VR! It's got throwing things!
Whoa, what is this, Rick? It looks like some sort of crazy video game about us or something.
It's not just a video game, Morty. It's a virtual reality game. I sold our likenesses to some video game publisher for a lot of money, Morty. And they made a whole virtual reality game, and it's got all kinds of great things about it, Morty.
I don't understand, Rick. I mean, like I don't know if I like this, you know?
I don't care if you like it, Morty, because it's a VR game. It's the hottest new trend, Morty. It's the hottest new future of entertainment, Morty.
Yeah, I don't know, Rick.
Come on, look at these features, Morty. It doesn't get much better than this, Morty.
Well, at least this part looks kind of fun, I guess. Look at those guys explode. Like, what else do you actually do in this game?
You might be asking yourself, what else does this game have to offer? Well, it's got one of these things in it. You can do this.
It's like a gimmick, Rick. I mean, who's gonna play this?
You're gonna play this, Morty.
What? Oh my God! You killed it. I mean, me.
You'll never understand its majesty. VR for everyone. Everyone with the box on their face, Morty. One day you'll understand, Morty. It's
Box on
raining
their
money
face.
here, VR land. It's raining money. Wubba lubba dub dub.
When did this game come out?
Hey, Rick. What is this?
Everyone knows what that.
Oh shit, this game came out a long time. It came out in 2017. Damn, this thing's almost 10 years old. And they still want $30 for it. That's great. That's hilarious. Foxhole or something like that is very popular in World War I. Foxhole? Let's take a look. Oh, is this a turn base? It's kind of like Commandos. There's another series too that it's like this. I can't remember the name of it now. Let's have a look. Let's see. What was the name of that game? Company of Heroes. That's what it looks like to me, is Company of Heroes. One of the greatest games ever made, Full Spectrum Warrior. This game was fucking amazing. And it's too bad that they went under because we could have used the third game from them. I would love to, if any game, if I could pick one game to get remastered and rebooted, it'd be this game right here. I love this game. It really made you think. It was like military chess. It was a great, great fucking game. Outlawed. This game went under, didn't it? Yeah, it closed. Can you still play this game? No, you can't even play the game anymore. Like, it's dead. This game is dead. So I got 24 hours out of it. I got my money's worth, I want to say. Oh, Quake 2, ready. Ooh, Remnant. I forgot about this game. I still think I have a lot of DLC I got to get done in that. Shatterline. Did anybody ever play this game? This is like an arena shooter, and it had a weird, like, kind of extraction mode to it as well. I don't remember a lot about this game. I just remember the arena part of it wasn't bad. It was not too shabby. Super People. I think this game's done too, isn't it? People still play this game? No way. Service termination and refund schedule has now been adjusted and finalized as outlined. According to Super People, early access service will officially end on February 23rd. No, this game's dead too. It's weird. So it shut down on the 23rd. Oh, okay. So Super People is dead. Super People is absolutely dead, and so is Outlawed. Team Fortress 2. Great game. Good. Okay. Anyhow. Back for a bit. I re-downloaded Division 1 and 2 last night. I don't know when crossplay hits. I think crossplay is already out. Let's see. Discover now. I don't like the Ubisoft's store. Their launcher is just terrible. All right, so here, go to game page. I have 163 hours. I have 163 hours in this game. That's wild, man. Twitch drops, bunch of nonsense. Splinter Cell, you can unlock some new characters and whatnot. Resurgence is a free-to-play mobile game that comes out March 31st. I don't know. Did crossplay already? I thought crossplay already went live. Does anybody know? Anybody know anything about that? One day, 5. Eggs. Tom Clancy. I love it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know when that happened. Back for a bit. I don't know when crossplay hits. I got about 90 minutes. Woot woot. Says as March 2026, it has crossplay. Okay, so it's already live. Good. So now I can jump in there with Manic, because he's like a level like 1000 or something like that on console, and he started over on PC. So now he could jump back on console and play. It's too bad there isn't cross progression. That's really what needs to happen. All right, so I don't really know. Okay, so we have Twitch drops. It's 5 days ago. Sorry, Rise Up new season coming April 26th, then you can do crossplay. Oh, okay. So it's not now? That's a bummer. Now through April 2, there's never been a better time to play Division 2. We'll play Warlords of New York for free if you own Division 2. Special anniversary event pass featuring cross Clancy collaboration items inspired by Rainbow Six Siege, Splinter Cell and Ghost Recon, global events inspired by the original game, free permanent visual upgrade. All is a visual upgrade, free in-game anniversary hoodie for all who log in. Got it. All right. All right, so no crossplay. No crossplay for now. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. We'll get there eventually. I missed the Assassin's Creed one. I've had the game downloaded for a while now. I look at it, I'm like, eh. Moving on, does anybody remember the game Alice? American McGee's Alice? He made 2 games. There was Alice, and then there was Alice Madness Returns. And he tried for a while to make a 3rd game, and he kept getting shut down. And then finally he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to retire. So he retired a couple years ago, and he's coming back out of retirement because somebody somewhere has picked up or is going to finance this 3rd game. So there's going to be another Alice game, which is wild. There's going to be another, I don't know how many people even here even remember that game, American McGee's Alice. We've got a 3rd coming out. So I downloaded the first one to play through, or the second one to play through that again through via EA. So I got that. I want to play through because I don't think I ever finished that game. All right. So Alice came out in 2000. Madness Returns came out in 2011. So it was almost 11 years in between those games there. You know what? Okay. All right. I'm going to get out of this. Okay. So what is everyone's plans for this week? What are we all playing, guys? I plan on being online the next couple of nights, hopefully. And I'd love to get some games with somebody. Anybody, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to play. I need to get some games. Otherwise I'm playing poker by myself. So tonight, I think the wife and I were watching a movie, which, oh, by the way, guys, War Machine with Alan Ritchson, great movie. Great, it's like not going to win any awards, and it kind of gives me some Predator vibes, and it was a little. Some of the things were like, there's no way they're going to live through that. That's crazy. But War Machine was actually a pretty good movie. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's on Netflix. Alan Ritchson going up against some alien machines, basically. But I like the way that they built up the story and they kind of give you some background there. There's a couple things I would have changed in the movie, but it's still good. So if you guys have it, check it out. I'll put that in Discord as well. I thought there was trouble with IP ownership, that he did or did not own it, so couldn't do a third. That was part of it. That's usually part of the reason why a lot of these games fall through, is licensing of certain things. That's why Poker Night at the Inventory and the second one are no longer available on Steam. You can't buy them anywhere. They were delisted because of licensing issues. But somehow Skunk Ape was able to get the licenses back in order and re-release the game. So that makes me hopeful that the second game is going to be released. But I think those licenses are going to be a little harder, because now you're dealing with bigger IPs. The first game, I think the biggest IP was Team Fortress 2, Penny Arcade, maybe. And the second game, you have Borderlands, you have Venture Brothers, you have Evil Dead. So I mean, those licenses are probably a little harder to obtain. I don't know. The next few weeks are going to be kind of hit or miss. I don't know exactly what's going to be going on. There's going to be games popping up left and right that I'm not aware of that we might be playing. Thursday, we're going to be playing some Blackout, trying that out to see, what it's going to be all about. The real story for this month is Gray Zone. Gray Zone, whenever that happens, whenever Point 4 releases, I'm going to be all in on that game, and I probably won't change games for a few weeks. So as soon as Point 4 comes out, that's all you're going to, you're probably going to get sick of me, because that's all I'm going to be playing is Gray Zone. But I love it. I love it. I love it, baby. So that's where I'll be. I'm going to go ahead and end stream right now. I got some things I got to get done, and it's Monday. Mondays suck. So I want to get these things done before the wife gets home this evening, and try to get a few more videos out there. So again, I put 2 videos out over the weekend. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet. If you guys could take a look at them. There you go. I don't think it takes you to the most recent, but either way, go check out the videos I put up there. Tomorrow, I think I have an idea for tomorrow, but I'll let you guys know. So everyone have a fantastic day. Don't do anything crazy. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. Peace out.